Hello, my name is Isaac, and on April the 28th, 2025, my life changed in an instant. I had a stroke. So I'd like to tell you right now. Hello, my name is Isaac, and on April the 28th, 2025, my life changed in an instant. I had a stroke. So I'd like to tell you right now, while looking at the camera, that most of this video, hopefully all of it, I will be reading from a teleprompter because, how do I say this? For the majority of my life, I've been up in front of crowds, never had any problem speaking, talking, coming up with thoughts. Right now, what I'm saying is not on the teleprompter. It's just what I'm coming up to say to you right now, face to face, looking into the camera, saying what I truly feel. This is going to be a true video. What I try to say most of the time, I have to think about really hard. A lot of times what comes out of my mouth isn't what I mean to say, especially when it comes to numbers. But at this time, the only therapy that I'm going through is speech therapy. I think it says below that I have been reduced to about a 5th or 6th grade reading level. So that's what I'm working on right now, is being able to read and hopefully get it back at least something close to where I was back at the end of May. So without further ado, I'm going to try to start reading from the teleprompter. So you may see my eyes go down here and there, but that's where we're going from now. So let's get started. Remember that I had a stroke. Then this is the start of my recovery, and I want to share that recovery with you. I was 65 years old at the time. I'd spent over 40 years working in the oil and gas industry. After I retired, I got kind of bored, so I decided to start driving part-time for Uber. I really enjoyed it. I loved, or it helped me meet people and stay active. See, right there, I wasn't able to read or say what I was reading on the teleprompter, so I want to do it again and try to do it correctly. It tried. I'll do it again. It helped me stay active, and I enjoyed meeting new people. And I had been driving for about 5 years. Now on that day, it started out as the same as any other. I got in my car and I noticed something wasn't quite right. I was having trouble buckling my seatbelt with my right hand. No matter how I tried, it just wouldn't click together. I was struggling with it for about 5 minutes, and eventually I got it to engage. And my right side, see, messing up again. I don't even know what that says, even though I'm looking right at it. Eventually, I got it to engage and started my first ride of the day. After about 30 seconds into the trip, I knew something was wrong. My brain just wasn't, or my brain couldn't make sense of the directions coming from the app. Nothing was clicking. So I ended the ride and I called my wife. I told her, I think I'm just tired. Maybe I need a nap. But she could, here I go again, but she could tell immediately that something was off. She told me my speech wasn't normal and to pull over right then and there. She was going to call an ambulance. I pulled into the parking lot of a convenience store and I waited. The ambulance got there pretty quick and took me straight to a level 2 trauma center. Now do it again. Now, here's the blessing. The neurologist, hard word to say, the neurologist hadn't gone home for the day yet. They rushed me straight into the emergency, or straight into surgery. And that timing is probably what saved my life. Since then, I've made some real progress to the journey. Boy, let me do that over. Since then, I've made one more time. Since then, I've made some real progress, but the journey's far from over. I wish I had started documenting my recovery from the beginning, especially since I can now track my speech improvement. Is that right? Especially so I can track. Here we go. Start that sentence over. Especially since I could track my speech improvement and everything else I've gone through. But it's not too late. I'm starting now, and I want to bring you along with me. It's hard to read words sometimes, and the little words are the hardest ones to get out of my mouth. It's really surprising how the word if is hard to say. If you've been through a stroke or know someone who has, I hope these videos can bring hope, real expectations, and a little encouragement. So by uploading 2 videos per week, maybe 1, we'll see how that goes, and sharing everything, the wins, the struggles, the truth. I hope that sounds helpful. Start this over. If that sounds helpful, please like this video and there's a good word for me. Please subscribe and share to follow my progress. Let's recover together. Thanks for watching. I'm Isaac, and let's start this journey together, because this is just the beginning. Now if I could figure out how to end the video, I'd be a lot better. Well, I hope you can, Hope you can ignore the clicking sounds in the previous or in this video also. It's me trying to figure out this new teleprompter program. The words are scrolling up too fast for me to keep up with. So the little clicking sounds that you hear are me touching my screen and slowing it down and speeding it up, etc., etc. Anyway, I hope you can stay with me, like and here we go again, like and what's that word? Subscribe to my new channel. This is my first video I'm making, so I'm fixing to send it over to YouTube, edit, do what I need to do in my little program that I got on my computer. We'll see how this gets over, and maybe it'll start out and give some people that are searching for videos about strokes some information. We're going to be talking about on all kinds of subjects every week, things that I can come up with, my speech therapy and how it's going. And I hope that you will be able to tell an improvement, hopefully week to week, in my speech and my progress. We'll talk to you later. I'm Isaac. We'll see you next time. Prepare for the click.